Well, at the end of day 9, it's Masashi Maru in the lead with 9 straight wins. Step behind is Tochiazuma Takanonami Hayateyumi with 8 wins and 1 loss. And then 1 step behind is Kyokushuzan with 7 wins and 2 losses. So it's shaping up for perhaps a Masashi Maru win. And we go to our first bout. It's Takanonami against Buyuzan. Buyuzan in his first Makuuchi Basho, and Takanonami, who's been in this top division for 10 years. Well, Buyuzan comes out there. Takanonami tries to Hataki Komi him down. That's a slap on the back of the neck. But eventually he succeeds with that one, and down goes Buyuzan with a little bit of a dive at the end. He knew he was going, and so he let himself go into it with a roll. Let's just watch that one again. Well, Buyuzan came out fairly strongly. It's a very old wrestler. It's taken him, he's ex-amateur champion, but it's taken him a long time to get into this top division. So Takanonami now has 9 wins and already Kachikoshi, so he's doing a lot better than last time. Now we have Aminishiki against Kyokushuzan. These two have fought 3 times previously. Aminishiki's won 2 of them. Well, that was a nice little rush at the end there from Kyokushuzan. In his more unorthodox days, he was when he did a lot of Mongolian sumo techniques. He injured quite a few wrestlers. Injured Terao, Wakanohana, and Musoyama. Now he's a bit more orthodox. So 8 wins there for Kyokushuzan and Kachikoshi. Next fight, Oginishiki against Tochisakae. He's only fought once before. Oginishiki won that one. Oginishiki's already got Makikoshi, but he wins that one just with yoritaoshi. Tochisakae went flying up there. That was his and took a bit of a heavy fall. The ring just around the outside there is a little bit padded on the level, that is, at the bottom, but it's a hard place to fall down. So 7 losses there for Tochisakae and 2nd win for Oginishiki. Well, next bout, it's Chiyotenzan from the Kokonoe stable. He's got 4 wins so far, fighting Hamanishiki, who's got 7 losses. If Hamanishiki loses this one, it'll be Makikoshi. Hamanishiki, quite small, that's Chiyotenzan's Oyakata there, stable boss. Also a judge for this match. Well, Chiyotenzan wins that one. Hamanishiki gets 8 losses, and that's Makikoshi for him. So 5 wins now for Chiyotenzan. Now Toki in the orange mawashi fights Tochinonada. These two have fought 9 times previously. Tochinonada won 7 of them, so Toki not usually doing too well against Tochinonada. Did have a spell down in the Makushita division, got demoted down there for breaking the sumo rules, driving a car and getting involved in a serious accident. Well, Tochinonada spun him over there with the underarm throw, very neatly done. Big man is Toki, just under 180 kilos, which is 396 pounds of fighting sumo body. Now Wakanoyama said today that he's sleeping well and in good condition. He's got 5 wins so far. Takanowaka, on the other hand, 2 wins. Takanowaka there tries to, not only tries, but succeeds with sidestepping Wakanoyama's charge, and then follows up with a good push at the end of that. So Wakanoyama, head a bit low there, came out somewhat too fast. So 5th loss for Wakanoyama and 3rd win for Takanowaka, who's not doing too well in this basho. Next we have Tosanoumi. Well, he's at Maigashira 2. He's only got 2 wins so far, so he turned in a good result this basho, he could have gone back up into the Sanyaku grouping. It's Komusubi and up for 3 ranks. Nice hard start from Tosanoumi there. Heads went in. They fought 20 times before, these two. Tosanoumi's won 12 of them. Tosanoumi not quite the power he used to have. Well, eventually he came through there against Tamakasuga and pushed him out with oshidashi. But that was his 3rd win. He's got 7 losses, so he's just 1 loss away from Makikoshi. So it seems unlikely that he'll win all his bouts from now on, although you can never tell. Now, Tokitsuumi. He had 1 win so far. Got 8 losses. Makikoshi already. Got that yesterday. Here fighting Wakanosato. He's only beaten once. Wakanasato's beaten him 4 times previously. But Wakanasato's not in his usual form. Well, they came out there and slammed into each other's shoulders. Heads, not leading with the heads. And Wakanosato powers in there, gets the overarm grip, tries that overarm throw, pulls it off. That's the uwatenage. 5th win for Wakanosato. 9th loss for Tokitsuumi. Previous bashos, Wakanosato had 7 wins last one, 9 the basho before that, and 8 before that, but not doing quite so well this time round. Now Tamanoshima, very promising new one into this division. It's his 6th Makuuchi tournament, which is a year of Makuuchi sumo. Last basho only scored 7, but before that he got 12. One before that he got 5 wins, one before they got 11, so it's kind of good result, bad result, good result, bad result so far this year. And this looks like it's going to be a bad result. That was his 3rd win. He's got 7 losses already, and he's only 1 loss away from Makikoshi. That was 6th loss for Akinoshima. Now Kotonowaka against the fiery Mongolian Asashoryu, the man who's no respecter of size or rank. He comes out like a rocket and he gives them a hard time. So let's see how he does this time. He's got 6 wins so far. They've got to time their start together. Certain amount of gamesmanship at this point. Referee says Matanashi, that means time's up. Asashoryu keen to get off the mark, gets his hands down ahead of Kotonowaka. Now tries a leg trip there, Sodogake move. Not quite a Sodogake move, Sodogake's more with the legs right round the back. Ankle trip there, treads on Kotonowaka's feet. Now he's got 2 hands in deep. Morozashi hold, that's 2 hands on the inside. And Kotonowaka's, now there's a knee behind, that's a kirikaeshi move. Well, very neatly down, 130 kilos of Asashoryu beats 178 kilos of Kotonowaka. So 180 kilos, about 396 pounds. 130 kilos, about 290 pounds. So quite a difference between the 2 of them. Now that was a hook, that was a Sodogake, but eventually he sticks his foot on the ground, plants it there and wheels him over his knee, which, as far as the Kimarite goes, that's the techniques of sumo, that becomes a kirikaeshi. 7 wins now for Asashoryu, and that was the 5th loss for Kotonowaka. Now, Kaiho, the Hakkaku stable, which is headed by former Yokozuna Hokutoumi. Came from the Kokonoe stable. And Dejima fights under his own family name, doesn't have a sumo name. 1 or 2 wrestlers do that. But Dejima actually sounds like a Shikona, which is the Japanese for sumo name. So a hard start there, both come out more or less at the same time, but Dejima just unsettled Kaiho, just got a leg behind, took him off balance very slightly and then followed up with that fast forward movement and tumbled him over. So oshitaoshi lost there, or win rather, for Dejima. These are two ex-amateur champions. They tend to be quite skillful. And Kaiho gets dumped. So Kaiho, 5th loss for him. He's got 5 wins already. Previous basho he did very well. He got 10 wins. Well, this is no show, Fusen show, win by default. It's Hayate who dropped out. He had a knee and a shoulder injury versus Takanonami. Here it is. This was the day before. Takanonami dumped him down, hurt his shoulder and his knee, and at the same time. And we, so here Tochiazuma gets the nod. That's another win for him. 9 wins and 1 loss for Tochiazuma. Up near the front there, just behind Masashi Maru in the race for the cup. Well, Hayateyumi's out of it now, unfortunately. He was doing rather well. He had 8 wins and 1 loss up to this point. Now, Kyokutenho fights Musoyama. Musoyama, the top ozeki. Only strong ozeki around at present. A good string of bashos before this one, scoring 10 each time. And a very comfortable victory there over Kyokutenho. Previously they'd fought 6 times, and Musoyama had won 3 of them, so it's 3 each, but now he's gone into the lead with this win. So that's a straight hazuoshi there. That's the hands under the armpit. Good position for pushing. And you see the his arms, his hands rather, spread wide as he pushed under the armpit. 7th win for Musoyama with that victory. Now it's Kaiho. Now Kaiho comes from this part of the world, so the audience give him a big hand. Here he's fighting Koto Mitsuki. They've had 4 head-to-heads before. Kaiho's won 3 of them. Kaiho with 5 wins. Koto Mitsuki before with 4 wins. Well before this basho, there was a lot of interest focused on these two. Would Koto Mitsuki do well after his previous basho win? And could Kaiho come back in after his dropping out of the previous basho? Well, Kaiho's either good or he's bad. It's either one or the other, not very much in between. Koto Mitsuki not doing so well after last time, but there, Koto Mitsuki wins. That's another 5th loss for Kaiho. So Kaiho getting a little bit close to losing his ozeki rank. 3 more losses and he'll be down to Sekiwaki. 5th win for Koto Mitsuki. Let's watch that one again. Well, it wasn't a clash of heads, more a clash of shoulders. Kaiho tries to get the inside grip there, Sashi, but denied him by Koto Mitsuki. You can see his arm flapping around. He couldn't get hold of the belt. And while he was trying to grab the belt, Koto Mitsuki hustled him out. Now, Daizen versus Masashi Maru. Well, these two have fought 6 times previously. Daizen's won once. Masashi Maru has won 5 times. Interestingly, these two came into the Makuuchi division 10 years ago at the same time in 1991, and in that basho, Daizen beat Masashi Maru. There's been a lot of water under the bridge since then. Masashi Maru went quickly to the top, and Daizen not so. Slowish start there by Daizen. A few slaps, unusually, from Masashi Maru. Whoa, he bit dozy there. So Daizen hustles him out. Well, amazing. 10-year gap, and still Daizen can beat him. Crowd going a bit wild here. So that was the first loss for Masashi Maru. That's interrupted his winning streak. Well, we've seen this before. Masashi Maru is powerful most of the time. Then every so often he just seems to lose the plot. So dives in there, getting round behind, almost does a kuridashi. That's getting behind, and there, look, Masashi Maru just can't settle down, can't grab the belt, and just gets pushed out. So at the end of day 10, it's Masashi Maru, Tochi Azuma, and Takanonami with 9 wins and 1 loss. Group of 3 there in the front, and behind those 3, it's Kyokushuzan, Hayato Yumi with 8 wins and 2 losses. We'll be back after the break with day 11, so stay with us.